Hello, chat. Hello. How is everybody today? Welcome to the Ninja Gato show. We have a very fun guest today. We have Lainey. She is a good streamer friend of mine. I've been a part of her community for a little while now, but I thought it'd be fun to introduce you to my cat lady friend. So, without further ado, you guys, I'm going to show you Lady! Welcome to the show, Lady. Alright. I'm gonna lower the music now and pause the music. Welcome! Welcome to the channel. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Doing very good.
We talked earlier today on stream.
Yep, and we totally have not been on stream already for a little while. Alright. Alright, so let's start this interview. So I know you as Lainey, and I always start with the guest telling me their channel name, because I usually butcher everybody's. So, what is your channel name?
It's Lame Laney.
Really?
With 2 E's, because 1 E was taken apparently. Even though
Wow.
I can't find the Lame Laney with 1 E.
Okay, so I'm gonna do /pin /pin at Lame Laney. Check out her channel. At why Lame Laney? What made you decide to go with lame?
So it really rolls off the tongue well.
Okay.
And 2, I have a hard time putting myself out there, doing anything that's, outside my comfort zone, or I'm constantly worried about people's perception of me. And so when I started this, I was like, there's definitely some people, I went to high school with that are gonna see me on Twitch and think that it's weird or that I'm lame. So I was like, if I take that name, I'm already calling myself lame, so they can't do it. So, take that power from them.
Oops. Oh, okay, so you're owning it. Okay.
Owning it.
You are
Not that I think Twitch is lame, but people always have something to say.
All right. Cool. Awesome. All right. Another tradition on this show is I like to do a shout out, and I have this overlay that actually pulls a random clip from your channel. So you're gonna have it's actually kind of fun because sometimes it's like roulette. Sometimes some people get some like really embarrassing clips or highlights that get played, and then they have to explain it. So it's like roulette. So we're gonna play roulette right now and see what we get.
I think I've made most of my clips at least, so it can't
Oh, okay.
Abandon not the weave, and it shall not abandon thee.
Oh. Hey.
Withers kind of looks like my
dad. I knew this was gonna happen.
Okay. All right. Can you explain what's going on in that clip?
Yes, I think I'm trying to watch your stream simultaneously because I can't see your screen on this backstage thing. But I think that was the one where I compared Withers to my dead dad. Right? Yeah, that one's awkward.
Also, the character was in their underwear.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for you. So I tend to talk. I don't know. It's more fun in camp when they don't have their jammies on. But that was an unfortunate moment because I tried to put her clothes back on before that dialogue because like there was that like child in the camp, and I was like, oh, put it back on, put it back on. And then Baldur's Gate said no, thank you.
No, thank you. Just automatically, you are.
Yeah.
Well, I can sympathize. It's added content to have really good game models. exposed.
The butts.
Yep.
We do it for the
So,
butts.
yep. So, what do you primarily play on your channel?
Um, Baldur's Gate and Fae Farm right now, because I am a noob, and those are the two things I'm most comfortable with streaming right now, and I'm
Oh,
enjoying them a lot. But I
okay.
like all RPGs. Maybe not all, but that's my preferred type of game.
Nice. Nice. Can you well, my channel, everybody's seen me play Baldur's Gate, so everyone's familiar with that game. But can you explain Fae Farm to the chat?
Um, yeah, it's kind of like Animal Crossing or Stardew Valley. I've seen it compared to Palia too, but I haven't played that game yet. I am interested in it though.
Hmm.
But it's a little RPG where you create your character and you have a little world where you can farm, you can mine, you have little creatures you battle, and you make relationships with little townspeople. It's just a really cute, cozy um, RPG game.
Hmm. Nice. Okay. And how'd you come across that one?
Steam actually recommended it to me. You know how you get those
Oh.
games that pop up on Steam every once in a while?
Hmm.
And it caught my eye, so I downloaded it and it was really cute. And then I did see that some other people were streaming it, so I was like, let me stream this too. It is a newer game, so I like it.
Nice. Nice.
I'm
Okay.
progressively turning morbid.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Um, okay. Uh, Now, you just recently started streaming, is that correct?
Yeah, I've been streaming for maybe like 2 months now. I think I started late July, so maybe coming up on 3 months soon.
What made you decide to take the plunge?
So I had wanted to stream for a little while, but I kind of trying to build up the courage to do so. And then I moved to North Carolina in July, and as soon as I got my computer set up here, I kind of jumped into it because I was feeling a little lonely here. I'm in a new state. I don't really know anyone other than the people I live with. Kind of left all my friends behind in Florida, and I was kind of looking for a community of friends who like the same things that I do. And I had Twitch in the back of my mind anyway, so I kind of
Mhm.
jumped right in, and I feel like it's really helped me feel at ease here, having some people to come on and talk to every day.
Okay, so you're you're you joined because you wanted to expand or grow in a community, and you
Yeah,
started streaming. Okay, and
yeah, I think it's fun.
I think a lot of us felt that loneliness at the initial onset of COVID, and it Twitch provided a nice outlet for us to, connect with people. And
Yeah, I can see that too. Absolutely.
yeah, and I can see how that still plays true in your situation. Okay, nice, nice. So I did see Hikaru had a question. She said, "What is your favorite anime?" So why don't we do a quick deviation? That's a lot of sets to the right of you or to your left.
Yes,
What is all that?
that is some manga. It's Naruto.
Oh, you.
My sister gifted those to me because she knows I love Naruto and she's the best gift giver on the planet. But my favorite anime, I saw her question, is probably Spirited Away. I like Studio Ghibli a lot as well,
Mhm.
but I do
Okay.
love Naruto as well. Clearly.
Is every shelf Naruto in some way, shape, or form?
There's some Demon Slayer below it too. Those are
Demon
the only two
Slayer.
manga I
Okay.
have currently. I'm more of a watcher than a the manga reader for now,
Yes.
but I'd like to delve more into that for sure.
Yeah, Spirited Away is a masterpiece for sure. That is a
Yes.
masterpiece film.
Yeah, it gives me so much nostalgia too because it's something I watched a lot growing up. If I watch it now, I like get goosebumps and I cry. It's just so
Hmm.
beautiful.
Yep. Cool. All right. Speaking of your setup, you mentioned you have some furry roommates. Can you talk about your furry roommates?
Yeah, absolutely. I have three cats.
Oh.
We have Neji, who you see on stream often. He's being a little shy right now. He's not in his current chair that he likes to sit in. It's probably because it's almost dinner time, and my partner will probably be feeding him very soon. Um, and then we have Tucker, who
Hmm.
pops in every once in a while, usually to destroy the set, though. He likes to push on my microphone, try to knock my screen over. He's my firstborn child, and he wishes he was an only child.
Oh.
Um, and then we have Lucifer, or we call her Lucy for short. Um, she's a little more shy, but she used to hang out up here all the time. But now that she found her favorite spot next to the sliding glass doors outside, so she sunbathes all day. And then my sister has two dogs as well, Bella and Stella. They
What?
live here too.
That is a full house
It's a
of
zoo.
animals. It's a zoo. What type of dogs?
A Chihuahua, and then we thought the other dog, Bella, was a like pug Frenchie mix, but we did a DNA test on her, and she's actually Pekingese Chihuahua. She's very funny looking. She kind of looks like a seal.
Okay. All right. Well, at least the dogs are cat-sized.
Yeah, there's the mom.
Interesting. Okay. Cool. Cool. Um. Oh, Hikaru grew up on DBZ, Dragon Ball Z, and Naruto. Yeah, those are pretty nostalgic. Those are nostalgic for a lot of people. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that's
say
awesome.
Naruto is like, you know, it's a tough one to get through if you're new because there's a lot of filler, like a lot of
Yeah,
filler, but um, it tells a good story.
it does, and you still get a lot of character development in the filler
Mhm.
episodes too. I think. I know people hate on the side stories.
Mhm. What are your feelings on Boruto?
I have not started watching Boruto. My fiance watches Boruto. He's caught up, but I just can't do it. I'm like, no, it's not going to be the same. But I've heard it's really good, so I should dive into it.
You just like flat out refuse. You're like, no,
Yeah, I was like, no.
no.
But I've heard some pretty good things, especially in the newer seasons. That it continues. The storyline's been
Mhm.
getting pretty good.
I will say it's tough because apparently, allegedly, I have not watched Boruto either. I did watch all of Naruto, and I have been told that the next generation just are so OP in comparison, and I'm just like, I won't.
You're bitter too.
A little bit bitter. I was like, no, no,
Yeah.
Naruto's the best. There can't be anyone better than him.
I also can't. I don't think I'll be able to handle if they like kill off any of the older characters too that I love so much that
Mhm.
I know are in Boruto. I'm like, nope, nope, can't do it. Can't handle the heartbreak.
All right. Can we talk about your streaming setup? Like, you know, what do you use to stream?
Um, as far as the
Equipment.
program that I use, or like my like mic and camera and stuff, is that
We'll start with hardware, and then we'll talk software after.
okay? Yeah. I had to write this down. My computer is old. I
Okay.
bought it like 5 or 6 years ago. Couldn't even tell you. I'm not computer savvy. I have no
Okay.
idea like the internal hardware of it. I buy power. My the guy who fixed my computer here in North Carolina a couple months ago told me that it's awful. he's like
Oh.
he's like you bought a computer from a big company that buys the cheapest parts possible and oversells them to you. He's like, your computer's crap. So my computer is not fantastic, but we'll work on that um, in the future. And then I do just have like a basic little webcam that hooks on to the top of my computer monitor. It's like 1080p. It's called Papa Look.
Okay.
um, and then I just upgraded my mic to this Fifine XLR gaming microphone
Mm-hmm.
because it was affordable and it works pretty well. And I'm not knocking it over anymore because my old mic I used to hit and it would fly across the room. Um, and that was not fun. And then my headphones, I've actually had these headphones for a very long time. Um, and they are just Somic little kitty ear headphones
Mm-hmm.
that I bought off of Amazon.
Nice.
And the
Nice.
mic doesn't work very well on them, which is why we have this.
Awesome. Okay. And then for software, what do you use?
I started with just Twitch Studio because it was really simple, very easy to work as a noob. But maybe like a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago, I finally dove into Streamlabs OBS just because you can do so much more on there as far as like overlays and customizations through Streamlabs itself. So
Mhm.
finally stunk my toes into Streamlabs, and I'm liking it so far. But it definitely wasn't easy to navigate at first as a newbie.
Yep. Okay. Awesome. All right. And you've been streaming for a couple of months, and I know you're an affiliate. Can you talk about what you did or what you recommend people do? Because the majority of streamers aren't actually affiliated. Like, it's a lot of people that are just doing it casually, or they only get like one, maybe two viewers. Like, what would you recommend people do, and what did you do to get to affiliate and build a community?
Um, so I I told my few friends that I trust with my that I knew wouldn't think that this is like embarrassing or like a big deal, and I knew would support me. Who also do some gaming, um, and they've been consistent about popping in and out and like trying to keep my view count up with like lurks and stuff. And my sister, and my fiance are always making sure to keep a lurk on. So that was really helpful as far as having those, meeting the three consistent viewers in the beginning. Um, Other than that, I guess just like being consistent and trying to engage with the people who do show up and, just being really nice and hoping so that, hope that they come back to see you again. Um, Even if they're not going to subscribe or anything, it's just nice to um, have those people come back and support you.
Okay, cool. So you're saying, establish some good pillars within, your channel and your community. Um, and once you have those pillars, just be consistent and you'll grow naturally.
Hopefully, that's the goal.
Hopefully, hopefully.
I'm still a tiny streamer.
So I think we might have, I think we have similar amount of followers and subscriptions, and I know I'm in the top 3%.
Oh, that's incredible.
So you're not that far off. I'm sure if we looked at like Twitch tracker, but it's like one of those like pyramid schemes in the sense that only like the 0.1% of
Makes anything.
makes a decent living, where the rest of us are just here to have fun in a
We're in the
sense.
pond.
We're in the pond, or like we're the small fish, those guys are the big fish.
I like being a small fish.
Mhm. Speaking of that, what are your short-term and long-term goals as a streamer?
Short term is I need to continue to just figure out how things work on Twitch, and like
Mhm.
trying to do my research with other streamers now, seeing what kind of like integrations they have as far as things that chatters can do to like interact with the stream. Um, I'm sure that also goes hand in hand with Streamlabs too. Just trying to figure out like more fun things to add to my stream to let viewers be more interactive in streams. Because that's the kind of stuff that I'm like have no clue about. So um, as far as small short-term goals is just like learning more about Twitch, being more Twitch savvy.
Hmm.
And long-term goals, I mean, it's just growing my community, I guess, and just while continuing to have fun. Like I don't want this to become something where I'm like feeling like I have to like put on a show and like not be myself and like have like that like grind mentality. Like I want to continue to keep it light and fresh while still continuing to grow people around me.
Okay, so your goal is to be social, have fun on Twitch, but you're not, looking to be the next Pokimane or something like that.
No,
Or it's a full-time job. Okay.
I will say she is someone to look up to though, just because she's like nice and sweet and has a good um, vibe to her. I like that she's just a cute girl who plays games and people are there for it,
Yep.
you know?
Speaking of that, I'm going to do an exclamation point 7 TV. So I'm gonna do it's kind of a plug, but not really because I get nothing from 7 TV. I get nothing, no money. It's a emote extension that you can install, and what this allows me to do is, you know how Twitch only gives us like a handful of emotes.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, if you create an account with 7TV and you get this extension and your chatters get this extension, you could have up to 500 to 1,000. It's why is it not working right now? So I just did some emotes that are Pokey Flirt and Pokey Shy because I am a Pokey simp. She is absolutely beautiful. She loves her cat, and that is like the one person I would leave my human servant for in a heartbeat to go live with. But there's all kinds of emotes, so I'm just gonna. I have pretty much 1,000
Oh my god.
emotes, and it's kind of fun because most of them are animated, and most of mine are cats. So I'm gonna do another one, um, and let's see if it comes up on the screen or if it's still not loading properly. Yep. Nope, not loading properly. So this demo's not working. No, but I will encourage you if you want to elevate your chatting experience for your chatters. That's a good thing to look into. 7TV, in
Yeah,
my
I
experience.
actually I did download it. But I thought it was something to just use like in like other streamers chats and stuff. I didn't know like you could do like put your own like
Hmm.
custom stuff on there
Yeah, you
for
can
your
select your
chatters.
own. Yeah.
Cool.
So, all right. Sorry, unofficial plug, but for a company that pays me no money. um. Okay.
Sounds like they should.
For my tiny audience. All right. So, speaking of your streaming schedule, what is it like, and is is that your key to being consistent?
Yeah, it took me a little bit to figure out like what
Hmm.
days worked best for me, and I kept changing them, and they were all over the place. But right now, I've got it nailed down to Monday through Thursday consistently,
Hmm.
and I start between 12 and 2 o'clock. So I guess it's not that consistent, but definitely between 12 and 2 o'clock, just kind of depending on how my morning is going.
Hmm.
Um, and then that gives me the freedom to have Friday, Saturday, Sunday for myself. And I've been throwing in bonus streams when I feel like it on the weekends. That way, it's not something that people expect me to have on the
Hmm.
weekends, but it's a nice surprise when it does happen.
Okay, you have secret streams.
Secret streams that I
Yeah.
tell everyone about.
Yep. Okay, but you're basically Monday through Thursday afternoons, eating.
Mhm, yes.
Okay, cool. Nice. Yeah, I think that's one of the biggest keys is to be consistent, so people get accustomed to when they can catch you, whether you publish the schedule or not. Um, okay. Um, which content do you enjoy the most right
As far as on Twitch or
now? What you
like other
stream?
people's content? Oh, what I stream.
Hmm.
Um, Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate.
Of course.
So I heard you sub for a certain character on Baldur's Gate. Which character is that?
You couldn't possibly be talking about Gale, could you?
All right, chat. We found the Gale sim.
I feel like a unicorn.
Unicorn. Actually, there's a lot of ladies that like Gale a lot.
Yeah, I'm seeing them on TikTok. I know I'm not alone,
Mhm.
but they're few and far between for sure.
Okay. All right.
But we love
Is
a golden retriever boy.
Gotcha. Is there anybody that would make a close second?
Mm, I feel like a lot of people don't have this take, but I really like Will a lot. I think if I were to do another like wholesome playthrough, I would romance Will. And then obviously Shadowheart too. We did romance Shadowheart when we thought Gale wasn't interested in us, but then we broke up
Oh,
with her when we found out that Gale was interested. We just didn't understand his verbiage because he speaks in riddles.
you broke up with Shadowheart. How did she take it?
Not well. She kind of gave me the cold shoulder for a while after.
Ooh.
I felt bad because I don't know if I guess I can say something about the game because your audience has
Hmm.
already seen you play through.
Yep.
But she went through something pretty traumatic right
Hmm.
after I broke up with her, so I felt really bad about that. It's like we poured salt in her open wound, so I definitely
Yikes.
felt a
Yikes.
little bad.
Yikes. Well, I'm a Shadowheart simp, obviously. She's my
How could you not
girlfriend,
be?
and my chat has kept me loyal for the most part. Shout out to um, Hikaru. She made sure that. Uh, so I like to do. I don't know if you know. There's a Twitch extension that you can install for Baldur's Gate 3, and you can actually push a poll button within the game, and it'll push a poll to your audience, and they
Oh,
can
sweet.
select an answer. So but it breaks. So
I
disclaimer:
was
it
gonna.
breaks all the time.
I was gonna
So,
say I've definitely had it on there before, so people could like see my inventory and stats and
mhm.
stuff and vote on stuff. But I feel like I have to reinstall it every single time I go live.
Yeah, it breaks all the time. So another thing I do is I'll just be like, all right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in chat. Hikaru has kept me honest to Shadowheart, but Rakoji, another member of my community, another Gato, uh, he had me have a threesome.
How did she feel about that? I feel like she would have been okay with it.
Yep. So I had a threesome with Asterion. So mild spoiler for you. Mild spoiler for you.
I'm
Um,
sure that was a blast.
uh, Shadowheart is very true. It's not a true stream unless something breaks. Yep, true, cheesy bread, true. Um, yeah, they break that thing all the time, and then there's been a lot of hot fixes. You noticed all those hot fixes they pushed out because they broke a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, and we got like a magic. No, so like I feel like they gave us some fun stuff while ignoring some of the problems, like how the frame rate is so bad in Act 3. But they're like, here's a magic mirror so you can change your appearance if you want to.
Oh yeah. So I noticed for Act 3 I had to turn my video settings down because
Really?
um, because any level that has a bunch of NPCs and buildings, which is primarily an Act 3,
Yeah.
really just takes a toll on your video card. And then there's a setting called the DL or D DSSL, which will actually use AI to kind of build the map without actually doing it through the traditional way,
Oh,
it can actually add. It'll improve your frame rate. DLSS. Sorry. Thank you, Clownies.
I'm taking a note.
You might experiment with that. It might
Okay.
improve your frame rate. It's actually we watched a video on it on my channel, and how it's a technology that Nvidia is embracing with AI, and it's breathing new life into older, gaming hardware
Hmm.
by using the AI instead of using the hardware to actually do like the ray tracing or doing the light and the building and the reflections and all that. So
Huh.
I recommend you experiment with that. And if you want,
Yeah,
you can hit
definitely
me
for my
up
little
on Discord.
dinosaur computer.
Yeah. But speaking of that, I think that just goes to show that you don't have to have the newest hardware to stream, right? You
Yeah,
you
that's
can have
awesome.
you can have older hardware and it work just fine. Um, all right. I wanted to ask you, who do you said you're new to Twitch in general?
Yeah, so I'm more of a I've been a YouTube girly for
Hmm.
my entirety of consuming content on the internet. So like I've always known about Twitch, but I've never been a consumer of Twitch content except when it's like re-uploaded onto
Hmm.
YouTube. Um, but I definitely known about the stream, like the popular streamers that everyone knows about, because those are primarily the ones I see on YouTube. And then my favorite podcast, um, H3, has a show that they co-host with Hassan Piker,
Hmm.
who's obviously a huge Twitch streamer. So I know of Twitch, but
Hmm.
um, I didn't download Twitch until I was getting ready to be a part of it.
Wow, wow. Oh, Clownius gave us another tip. He says Vulkan takes less stress off the CPU, and then
Yes, I did see that. I wrote it down.
and then
Thank you.
Hikaru says that she's actually looking into a 40 series because these games, these newer games, are really starting to hit the hardware. I will say that's my goal is to hopefully have a 4000 series video card GPU next year, and that's only because I use Unreal Engine and I use a very intense model, and I would like to be able to do gaming and use this cat because it's adorable at the same time.
It really is.
um, so, um, oh, and then Hikaru brought up a good point. She says she gets nervous about uploading to YouTube. Have you done that process, or have you started doing your own VODs?
I also get very nervous uploading to YouTube. I uploaded my first two parts of my playthrough of Baldur's Gate to YouTube. Um, and then I stopped because I got nervous. Plus, I think I need to learn how to be a good video editor, because I know myself as a YouTube consumer, I wouldn't. I don't think I would sit through a playthrough
Mhm.
that just has someone sitting there for periods of time, going to the bathroom, taking breaks and stuff. So I think if I play around with editing more and become good at that, then I will start posting on YouTube again. But it is a little nerve wracking
Mhm.
throwing yourself on YouTube.
Yeah, I will sympathize. I do full VODs and then I do highlights. I recently started doing my own content. I actually filmed some videos. Um, so I put those out there,
Oh my
and
goodness, I
I've
need to watch.
already uh, quadrupled my subscribers.
Oh wow,
I went from 1 to 4.
that's amazing.
That
That was a good investment.
was a good investment. 1 to 4. Woo! By the way,
Hey,
guys.
every little bit matters.
All right, all right. With that, I'll do a exclamation point socials. There you go, guys. Hit me with the follow or the subscribe if you can. Um, cool. XQC speedrun top 2%.
Oh my god.
Do you watch the Juicer? Do you watch XQC? Have you seen his content?
I only know about XQC from YouTube
Okay.
and my favorite podcast.
Okay.
But he is quite a character. Last time I saw him in an interview, he escaped the interview by doing the worm out of the room out of his chair really awkwardly. So that's why I know of XQC.
Oh wow. Wow. Well,
It
speaking of
wasn't going well, so he escaped.
speaking of streamers, who are your top 3? Would you say?
So the only the big streamer I follow is Hassan because I have a crush on him. He's amazing. But his content is kind of all over the place. He does political stuff, some gaming, a lot of just chatting, and then like IRL streaming. And then the other people I watch are actually small streamers. There's this girl named like Spooky Bimbo, and she's really adorable, and she plays Baldur's Gate. She's behind me in her playthrough, so I'm okay watching her. And then there's this girl, Soph. She plays like Fae Farm and stuff, The Sims, and then this girl Tixie who plays Fae Farm and Palia and cute games like that. So those are kind of dipping my toes into showing some support for some smaller streamers.
Nice. Karu recommends Joel's TV as well as Josh Sakai.
Joel's TV.
And
Josh Sakai. That name sounds familiar.
I don't know if I'm saying it right. She'll probably correct me later. Okay, cool. Well, that's how I found you. So chat, I'll just out myself. I too wanted to find a small streamer to kind of find a place to hide out on, and I found you because I saw you're a cat lady, and I am the cat.
The cats always win.
So I literally got drawn. Like you might as well have had knitting needles and some yarn, and I would have been sucked in like a tractor beam to plop right next to you. So that's how I found you. I was just looking for another small streamer on Baldur's Gate, and then I saw you. So that's how I found you. And
here we are.
And here we are. I was like, well, it'd be nice. I am doing an interview. Like this is part of my content. I like to interview people. I like to learn about them and share them with my community, as well as let them share their communities, and then it's kind of a fun experience because I like to learn about different people, their cultures, where they're from, where they come from. Half of my viewers are from America, a quarter of them are from Australia, and then the rest is all over the world. So it's kind of an interesting scenario.
A little melting pot.
Yep.
That's cute.
Yep.
I really think what you're doing is awesome, and I feel like I haven't really seen other people do this, and I love how you're growing your community and also helping small streamers at the same time. It's really cool.
There is one streamer who I am definitely following, and she's actually my favorite, so I'll do an exclamation point SO. And let's see if you know this streamer. And there's a lot of community overlap. Oh, this is IRL. This is a terrible clip. So this is one of the instant.
I'm having to watch it down here.
That was a terrible clip. Code Miko. Let me try it again. Let's see if we get a better clip than that.
Having my back mat.
Oh no!
And whoever can edit.
Oh no, not this clip.
Hey, I'm just gonna wash my hands so that you guys don't freak out.
Oh no.
I'm scared.
That was an even worse clip.
Hovering over the toilet.
That was a bidet. Or a bidet. A bidet, yeah.
Still.
And
Her face is too close for comfort.
so she was
She
originally
drinks it.
she did that offline, but due to terms of service, she just on stream washed her hands with it. Um, damn, like
I know
it's
it's clean water, but
yeah, yeah. It reminds me of those stories that it's like where somebody's like, "Well, once you drink out of a bidet once, you will forever be known as a bidet drinker." Come on, come on.
of course you
Brunette.
don't think it's weird. You know how many times I've caught my cat drinking out of the toilet?
I do. It is a little like sometimes it hits different. I have to admit it's different. We're all inspired here. Wait, kitty's drinking on toilet
The
dentist.
forbidden bowl.
The forbidden bowl. Yep. All right, let's try this one more time. So hopefully, we'll see a better clip.
Sometimes it like
Nope, that's even worse.
okay, work. Yes, okay.
So, anyways, I give up. But she's a 3D VTuber. She's probably I call her the 3D VTubing queen. She's my favorite streamer. Code Miko. She's the one that inspired me to be a 3D Unreal Engine VTuber, as I think 3D VTubing within Unreal Engine has a lot of benefits to be able to like make my own world. Like when I started the show, I built my bedroom, so I took a Unreal Marketplace asset and decorated it essentially and added some personal effects. Then I can move around in it. It has all the physics. And yeah, she's one of one of very popular streamer on this platform, and that's how she popped off as interview content. So I am emulating a lot of her content ideas and inspiration. So you should check her out when she's not drinking out of the dead.
The toilet bowl.
But
I
yeah,
definitely will.
there's a lot of people in my community that are from her community as well. So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love how creative VTubing is, and it's so like social anxiety friendly.
actually, I will say it helps because yeah, I won't dox myself. If you guys found out where I lived, maybe one of you would try to come kidnap this cat because I'm adorable
Yeah,
and
probably.
I am a streamer. So you'll be like, this will be my streamer cat.
Hold you for ransom.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Speaking of cats, can you explain the story behind the cat that's on your microphone? It has horns.
It does. It's. I have two of them. Where's the other one?
What are they?
The other one. The other one's downstairs. It doesn't have horns. So this is actually. It's usually like a little prop that I wear, to like Renaissance festivals, just because it's like a cute little creature that sits on my shoulder. But I bought this from an artist at a Oddities and Curiosities expo in Tampa, and I just thought these little guys were the cutest things I've ever seen in my life, and so it lives here now.
Mhm.
And I have another one that does not have horns, that makes an appearance sometimes too.
Okay. And you got those at the Ren Fair?
No, at an Oddities and
Oh,
Curiosities
Oddities and
expo.
Curiosities
They
Expo.
had tons of artists who make really weird and obscure things that are really cool.
Mhm. And then you have those little magnets on.
Yeah, these are just little. These used to be on my. These were my refrigerator magnets, actually. But I have decorated my mic with them.
Nice.
My old mic had them as well. You couldn't really see them very well, but every time I knocked my mic over, the magnets would go flying. So they're definitely. They feel much more secure up here.
Oh, Cheesy Bread loves Ren Fair stuff.
Me too. The Ren
And
Fair is
odd
actually
cons.
starting here in North Carolina, like next week, and I'm so excited.
Oh man, that's awesome. Oh, and Hikaru says she's adopted, quote unquote, adopted plenty of kitties. Suspicious. Speaking of kitties, is it okay if I ask you about your? You seem to have experience with cats, like professional experience. Can you talk about that?
Oh yeah, I was a veterinary technician for 7 years. Um,
What?
yes.
What? 7 years?
7 years.
Are
I'm in my burnout era right now. I'm
okay.
going back to school to get a certification in that field
Mhm.
so that I don't have to work in the hospital anymore because it can be taxing. But yeah, I guess I'm technically still a vet tech. I'm just not in the hospital right now.
Oh, okay. All right. So you literally have you have experience literally handling cats and dogs.
Mm, yes, we like the cats more, but they don't need
Okay.
to know.
As a vet tech, have you had to handle any exotic animals?
We did have exotics in my hospital that I worked at most recently. Um, we only had one doctor who saw really obscure things, um, and they didn't come in very often. But he did see like marmoset monkeys and turtles. Sometimes a chicken would stroll in. um, iguanas, chameleons, um, birds, but few and far between. But they were there sometimes.
Oh, Hikari.
Hedgehogs, yeah, hedgehogs, bunnies, guinea pigs. I love guinea pigs.
Okay. Wow. So you are going back to school so that you can work outside of the hospital. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
I'd like to work for like a pet insurance company or a drug company instead because I'm tired.
You're tired.
I'm tired.
Do they not treat vet techs very well, or like it's
No.
no? Oh
Yeah,
boy.
we're underpaid and overworked, unfortunately.
Oh, that sucks.
It sucks because we love the animals and we're out there busting our asses, and it's a hard field
Hmm.
for sure.
Yeah, I gotta say, like every vet tech I've come across, like you know, it's never happened to me, but some kitties out there get really, really nervous going to the vet office, so
Yeah.
they go number one or number two because they're freaking out, and of course the vet tech is on top of it and has to
Yeah,
deal
that
with
doesn't
that.
even phase us. We understand. The poor babies. I'll
Oh,
wipe their butts for them. I don't care.
also the thermometer. I will never forget the thermometer.
The thermometer. There are fear-free thermometers that go in your ear instead.
Asshole vet. What can you?
Sometimes the butt one is necessary, but we
No,
we have workarounds.
I didn't like it. Not again. So, animal medicine can translate easily over to human medicine. True, there are some similarities, I will say. Um,
Yeah.
nice. Okay. Um, hmm. I'm trying to think. All right, so we've been on for. Ooh, it's almost been an hour already. Lore confirmed, noted. Fanius. All right, so here's
It's not
I've
just a rumor.
yep. So I'm going to move you, and I'm going to put you in the bottom left of the screen, and you're going to have to pull up my screen um, so you can see what I do. So one sec while I shrink you down
Okay.
and put you in the corner. It's not like a bad in the corner. Oh wait,
I'm in timeout.
no. Speaking of timeout, before we do this, you know you're a lady streamer out
I
there,
am a lady streamer. You could say that.
and um, have you encountered harassment or things like that in your
Um,
channel, and how have you handled it?
I think I've been pretty lucky
Okay.
not to have like creepy. In fact, the bots I had in my chat today, or possible bots, were probably some of the creepier comments I've ever gotten, and they weren't even real people today. But I think I've been pretty lucky to garner a pretty respectful audience. I think I've had one person in chat who said boobs question mark, and chat immediately came to my defense. This was like when I had first started. They were like, that's inappropriate. And that person disappeared so fast. So I think I've been pretty lucky not to have anyone be very inappropriate or creepy. And I don't get like creepy messages on Instagram or anything after either. And that is linked. So I've been pretty lucky.
Yeah, Hikaru says, I've had weird experiences through Valorant, but never on Twitch. That's good. That's good.
That makes sense.
Hikaru also shows her face, which I commend you guys. That's huge. That's a huge step for a lot of streamers and a lot of chatters that they're not willing to take.
Understandably.
Yep. Chat wields the ban hammer fast and accurately. True. You probably could afford a moderator though.
Yeah, I need to do that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can task my sister with that.
Gotcha. Okay. If you need help, let me know. I can help you set that up or whatever.
Thank you. I probably will, because I need a Twitch for Dummies class.
Can you talk about the bots? Like, not everybody knows what that means, or can you explain what you're experiencing?
I didn't really either until today. I thought that the people who come in and like harass you about their graphic art were just people like hustling and trying to sell their stuff because it's a saturated market, and they're like, please, please, please buy my art. But I guess there are bots out there who are pretending to be people selling artwork to you, and it makes sense because their chats are always like kind of funky and don't really make sense.
Some are real, but mostly bots. Oh, true. Okay, so what are they trying to shell your way?
I've never interacted with them outside of stream, thankfully, because I'm not interested in getting any graphic art from anyone right now. I've been trying to do everything myself. But they always come in, they pretend to be your friend, they're like, hello, hello, and then they give you a sales pitch about their graphic art, and when you say no, they're like, please, please, just look at it, and then they spam messages in your Discord or Instagram trying to get you to look at their stuff.
Claudius says, off topic, I'm gonna sell art soon. No, Claudius, don't you become one of them.
I'm all here for the real ones. I'm just not interested in anything quite yet.
Yeah, it's kind of
I totally respect real artists for sure, but I didn't know that there were bots until recently.
Yeah. Do you have Twitter?
Yeah, so I have like my personal Twitter, and I didn't want to use that for here. In fact, all of my social media, I've been creating new profiles specifically for Twitch because I don't really want Twitch to bleed into my real life, really. So I did make a Twitter for my Twitch profile last week, and I've been posting on there when I go live, but I don't really know how to get people to see my tweets.
Yeah, you have to give one of the richest men in the world $84
to get a check mark.
To get a check mark, which I think you heard me at the beginning of the stream. I gave him the money, and I've been waiting for my check mark, but it hasn't come.
Oh my goodness! I didn't even know he was still doing that. I thought he got rid of Twitter Blue.
Nope, it's still there for creators.
Now everyone might be paying for Twitter soon, though, right?
Yep. Doesn't feel good.
I feel like people will just give in and do it. I mean, we pay for Netflix every month. We pay for Hulu every month. Whatever streaming subscription you have, I feel like it'll just be one of those other things that sits in the background of your and comes out of your bank account quietly. Twitch will just slide in, or not Twitch. Twitter will just slide in there with everything else.
I feel like they're like financial parasites, like freaking ticks or leeches at leech on and bleed out $5 to $15 a month every month. It's
Yeah.
tough.
Raise the price every year.
Yep. And Karu says Elon has taken down Twitter with him. Honestly, that's what it seems like, but you look at the stock, you look at the recent trends, and it's been trending upward, which makes me sick. It doesn't make me feel good about my purchase, so. Alright. So here's
It's an investment.
it's an investment. Alright, I'm shrinking you down. Now I'm gonna go back to putting you in the
Oh yeah, we
in the
got a little
bottom corner.
distracted.
Nope. I just remembered that I wanted to have those questions for you. And then I'm going to load up Mozilla. And so I did do a light social media dive. And I wanted to ask you, how good of a shot are you?
Not a good shot. I have terrible hand-eye coordination. I missed that shot.
Really?
In fact, on my normal Instagram page, the caption for that photo is "I missed the shot."
Oh, wow. Wow. And I noticed you had elf ears on, so every once in a while you'll sport some elf ears.
Yeah, that was actually at a Run Fest.
Oh.
So I like to do some elf cosplay when I go to the Run Fest. That's usually my cup of tea. What I like to dress up as.
Wow. You even got the corset and everything. Holy cow. How often do you go?
I try to go at least once a year. If sometimes there's a couple that pop up within like a couple hours of where I was living in Florida, so we would try to hit at least one in the year, but if we can go to more than one, we will. And then I haven't been to one this year yet, but like I said, the one in North Carolina should be starting soon. There's a really big one here that apparently people travel from all over different states to come to. So I'm really excited for that one.
Okay. And you do cosplay?
A little bit.
A little bit? Can you explain this
little bit.
one? Who is
That
this?
is Raven from Teen Titans.
Oh.
That was probably one of the first ones I did, and I just pieced a couple things together from Amazon. There's a lot of hot glue involved in that costume.
Oh, you make them yourself?
Sometimes there's definitely a couple that I've just bought, but sometimes I will piece things together.
Okay. And Teen Titans, was that a favorite of yours?
It was definitely something that was on a lot growing up, and Raven's definitely a character that sticks out, especially as a fun cosplay.
Interesting. Okay. Is cosplay, some future content that you might do in the future on your streams?
Yes,
maybe for like Halloween talk about it.
Okay, so I was planning now that because I have these ideas that I want to do, but I didn't really have an audience to share these ideas with, because otherwise I'd just be standing in my room doing these things with no one watching. But for the month of October, I want to, like, once or twice a week, we'll see how it goes, I want to do like a cosplay or costume and craft like little series where I dress up in a costume and you guys watch me make a little craft or something Halloween themed. I think that could be really fun.
Oh wow, so you're branching out in your content. Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
I think so. Like I said, I didn't want to do that just in my room with zero viewers. I'm just like here in my cosplay drawing stuff or painting.
Yeah, I've seen some streamers like do Legos or build Legos in cosplays and things like that.
Oh, that's fun too. My sister's the Lego master in this house.
All right, cool. That's nice. All right, we'll start winding down with some softballs. Who is this? Who dat?
That's Neji.
Neji?
The goodest boy.
This is your streaming partner?
That is usually
your
my
cat
streaming
cam
partner.
Your
Yeah.
your cat cam partner.
Yeah. He's usually glued to my hip because it's unfortunate that he's not here right now, but he likes to be here.
I'm guessing domestic American cat, or do you know what Neji is?
Yeah, I mean, he was found, but he is domestic long hair.
Oh, okay. 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 Nice. Nice. I do see him. I respect him. He's got his place. I know I joined your chat, but I understand that that's his domain. All right.
Not threatened.
Not
by Neji.
threatened. Now, who is this?
That's Tucker.
Tucker. Tucker. So you like tuxedo cats, do you?
I do. He's my firstborn child. I love him.
Oh.
He's mama's boy.
Did you know I am also a tuxedo cat?
I know your other
Model?
What do you call it? A model?
Yeah, yeah.
I know your other model is a tuxedo.
It's a tuxedo
Very
cat.
handsome tuxedo.
Yeah. Yep. And I think you've probably Instagram stalked me to see both my IRL photos of me.
Yes.
So,
I have. How could I
um,
not? I need
yep.
to see all the kitties.
Yep. Yep. Cool. Awesome.
Oh, I feel
The
bad
feet.
that there's not a picture of Lucy on there yet.
Oh, you're gonna have to fix that. Nice.
She's arguably the most photogenic too.
Okay. Cool. We will wind it down now. Do we have any questions in chat for this cat lady? Are you okay being called a cat lady?
Yeah. I embrace it.
You embrace it. You're a proud cat lady, obviously, with 3 cats. So I'll give it a minute. I'm trying to think if we should close. Oh, I usually do ask my guests what is their favorite food.
Cheese.
Cheese?
I love cheese.
Do you have like a specific type of cheese, or?
Yeah, I do love goat cheese, but I'm definitely I love like a good charcuterie board
Oh,
for sure.
okay.
Good mac and cheese.
Okay. And if you were to eat out at like an ethnic restaurant, where would you go?
Ooh. I do like I mean Thai I do like Thai food. Like I really
Mhm.
love curry, like a good green curry. It's really spicy. Um I am Italian, so I like
There
Italian
we go.
food.
There we go. So is that what you cook primarily? Is Italian in your kitchen?
Um, no, you would think that I used to cook a lot of Italian food, like
Mhm.
be making eggplant parm and all the pasta and lasagna and baked ziti, but I'd say I'm a little more health conscious now, so I try to make a lot of like healthy meals at
Mhm.
home, which I know is boring, but I do.
Okay. And what is your go-to Italian dish
Go to Italian dish.
that
I
you would
do like
recommend for anybody that hasn't had Italian before?
that hasn't had Italian.
Mhm.
Um,
Or authentic
I'm
Italian, I should say. Yeah.
authentic Italian. Um, I do. I mean, Italian food is so like it's so there's so much pasta. Um, but I always really liked my dad's baked ziti growing up. But he would
Mhm.
take 3 days to make his sauce for it, and he always made it on my birthday every year. So I'm a sucker for a really good baked ziti with a homemade sauce and your rigatoni noodles and the ricotta mixed in and sausage and mozzarella. Um, that is definitely not good for you.
Mhm. Nice. Nice. All right, I think I know what I'm gonna do. Are you familiar with the Italian fiance trend on YouTube?
Is that the one, that lady with the fiance who his second language is English and she always tries to get him to say words? Or them eating spaghetti weird?
Nope. All right, Italian break spaghetti. So I'm gonna have you watch this with me and see if it oh, it looks like he did again. I'm gonna have you watch this with me. There's gonna be a little bit of delay, but I just wanted to see if it like also activates your Italian roots or not, and then yeah, we'll go from there. So this is a series where this oh, it looks like I started what, oh, because I moused over it, it started playing it. Okay. So we're just gonna let it play through, and then we're gonna play through again, and then I'm gonna ask you your thoughts and comments on it. Okay?
Okay.
No, we really try. Go on the pen. All the word know about this pink, please.
Okay, I
Please.
promise.
No,
I was just
you know,
joking around
no,
with
no,
you. I was just joking
I know
around.
I'm traumatic, please. The crack, it's crack in my head now.
You want like this much or more?
Breaking the spaghetti.
Yeah, that's okay. It's for a person, that's too much.
Okay.
No! Non ci provare. No. We really try. Go on the pen. All the word know about this pink, please.
Okay, I
Please.
promise.
No,
I was just
you know,
joking around with you.
I
was just joking
I know
around.
I'm traumatic, please. The crack, it's crack in my head now.
Just let her break it. No, but I agree. You're not supposed to break the pasta.
You're not supposed to break the pasta. Yeah,
You're
so
not supposed to break the pasta. Oh
uh,
my god, when I had family in town
mhm.
recently, like my fiance's family, who is like mostly German, and I had made pasta while they were here. And there's this thing that I always did growing up, and my family always did, is when the pasta is done cooking, because you take a strand out and you throw it at the wall, and
What?
if it sticks, then it's perfectly al dente. And his family just sees me throw a pasta noodle across the room, and it sticks to the wall. And I was like, "It's done." And they're like, "What are you doing? Like, what is that?" So that's another weird thing. I don't know if that's an Italian thing or just a my family thing, but I always thought it was an Italian thing.
Yeah, Italian break spaghetti. Let's see if I can find the original, because like you saw the part two, because like, oh yeah, breaking it. Yep, watch. Here we go.
Is this enough for both of us? Is this enough for both of us?
No, a little bit more.
Okay, I'm waiting.
Che cazzo? Sara, ma tu sei pazza!
What?
Sara, tu... What? It's enough, and we don't... I have to eat this shit pasta so short.
What do you mean? I just...
This is not spaghetti, my love, come on.
It doesn't even fit in the
You
pan.
don't understand me. No, you can't cut the pasta so...
But it just didn't fit in the pan.
I don't go in the pan, my love. You cut the pasta. You know that is illegal in Italy.
Is this enough for both?
He's passionate about his pasta.
Yep. So that's the trend, is the Italian fiance slash husbands on YouTube. There's a whole video series about it where they do different things to trigger. It's a rabbit hole you might go down, but I wanted to see if it triggered your Italian roots, or it's like, I'll agree. It seems wrong.
I've never been yelled at for breaking the pasta because I've never dared to break the pasta.
Oh, cool. All right.
I have seen that couple specifically on TikTok, though, for sure.
Oh yeah, they popped off on TikTok. I'm not on TikTok. I still refuse. Are you on TikTok?
Yeah, just like in my normal life, I've definitely been caught scrolling there
Okay.
too long, and then I've been posting some clips on TikTok. I don't know if they've necessarily brought anyone here, but I have posted clips on there.
I'm still just so broken I'm just like I got social media fatigue.
Yeah, it's
When
hard out there.
it's
in the
hard,
battle
and
zone.
then we're content creators, so it's like even harder for us because we get double. Like we want to be out there, we want to promote our stuff, but then we also get all the scammers hitting us up. So
Yeah,
anyway, so
yeah. Plus, to like really be popular on TikTok, you have to like follow all the trends and stuff, and it's not really me. I'm not putting myself out there and like lip syncing to to a sound or music.
mhm. Okay. Um, I already forgot your favorite or your go-to Italian dish.
Oh, I said baked ziti, but that got me thinking about another thing that I really liked growing up too. And my sister and I have she's vegan, so we've like made it vegan too in our adult lives. But spaghetti aoul is something we used to eat a lot too, um, which sounds complicated, but it's literally just spaghetti, olive oil, and then you make a sauce that has like red pepper, anchovy paste, and capers. So it's like really salty and kind of savory, and that goes on the spaghetti noodles. And it sounds kind of gross, but it's really good.
I'm a cat. I like fish.
You would never
Anchovy.
know the anchovy paste was in there unless you saw it. But
Interesting. Okay. Can so another thing I like to do is since I'm trying to learn about my community and people within my community, as I'm trying to learn, I find the best way to share culture is through food because who doesn't love delicious food? So can I task you with sending me your recommended recipe for that pasta,
yeah, absolutely.
and I will see if I can make it. And if I make it, I'll make a YouTube of it and I will share it with you. So
It's really simple. It's really easy to make.
I'm excited about that. So, all right. Well, we didn't have any other additional questions, so I'm not gonna keep you if you don't want to be here. But we'll do the wink, wink outro, and we'll go from there. All right.
Alrighty. Thank you so much for having me.
All right. It's been so good having you here. Let me get you back to normal size. There you go. Wink. There you go. Cover up the Italian guy. All right. Well, everyone, this was Lane Laney. Um, I am proud of you. It is nice to just own something, and I know you gave comments that like this was a huge effort for you. So I appreciate that you came onto my show for an interview, and this will be a YouTube video, so I will share it with you, and you can share it with your friends and family. And I think this is your first collab, if I'm correct.
Yeah, it
All
is.
right, awesome. Oh, Cheesy Bread Cat is Instagram cheesy. I Instagram stalk Cheesy Bread Cat too, and Cheesy Bread Cat is all about Red Bears too, so that might be somebody you can become friends with.
Yay, new friends.
um, but yeah, so I'll make the video, I'll share it with you, and again, I appreciate you being here. So I'm gonna do my stream ending, and everyone's gonna say bye and say hi, bye YouTube. Good
Hi,
to see you.
everyone.
Good. It was so good to have you here, and I appreciate
Thank
you.
you. Have a good night.
All right. Good night.